We do have an 18-year-old cat that we travel with.
It's kind of a double-edged sword when it comes to tiny living.
So this is probably the most controversial aspect of our van.
We realized just how little we need to get by and to survive and to be happy. Hey there, I'm Sandy.
And I'm Jed.
And this is our van, the Blue Ghost.
Let's go take a tour.
So welcome to the van. We're going to start with the kitchen part of the home, right? First thing we're going to talk about is our cooktop. So this is a Webasto diesel cooktop. And a lot of people go with induction. We decided to go with this because induction is very power hungry. This thing sips just a little bit of diesel and a little bit of electricity, so we never have to worry about running out of electricity when we're trying to cook or anything like that. Absolutely love it. Kind of the downside is it takes a little bit longer to heat up than an induction cooktop would, and a little bit longer to cool down, but overall cooks great. Very happy with it. Right below it we have our storage for the kitchen. We decided to do all of our storage for the kitchen in two big drawers and put basically like little baskets and stuff to organize stuff in it. We have all those down here for our storage. And then as you move on, because we are living full-time in our van, we decided we wanted to go with a big refrigerator. So this is a 115 liter isotherm free line. It even has a little freezer in it for us to be able to keep some extra stuff in the freezer. So this is probably a lot bigger countertop than you see in a lot of vans. It's a lot deeper, and we did that because of this refrigerator. It takes up a lot of space. Moving back, we have our sink, and this is a Ruvati sink. It's a 15 by 15. We think that's really a perfect size for a van, you know, not too small to where you can't actually do dishes and stuff in it. So this is actually working really well for it. Below that, we just have some basic kitchen storage in the cabinet below with all of our cleaning stuff and things like that. These cabinets up here are again just food storage and things like that. We decided to just organize these by little baskets, so everything is in little black baskets to keep kind of everything in place and to help keep it from falling out. And then back here in the very back corner of the kitchen, this is actually our electrical panel in this little cubby back here. And then just some other little storage down below. And then our backsplash here in the kitchen is like, it's a vinyl peel and stick backsplash. It's almost like the flooring material, but we like it because like our theme for this was like the blues, the browns, and the grays in the van. So it just really fits in really well. And then this actually here, this map that we decided to do on the sliding door, it's a big space. We weren't really sure what to do with it, so we wanted to do some kind of a decorative element with it. So this is a wooden map, and basically it comes in like little pieces and you have to kind of put it together on the wall. So it's like a puzzle on the wall. We're able to put these little pins in to kind of mark where we have been and where we haven't been. So we've been able to mark all the states. We can mark countries that we've visited and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so just more storage up here, lots of food and stuff like that. Again, in baskets, because apparently I'm a basket fan, or maybe a basket case, I don't know what to do. And then as you move down, we wanted to have a nice sitting area for four, so we put in a double seater here with our sofa, and then we also have our swivel seats in the front, so we can have kind of an area where we can have four people sit around and hang out. So this table and our kitchen countertop are built from 3/4 inch walnut plywood, and so we veneered the edges of all of it, and we did that to kind of keep down the weight so we weren't having like real thick like butcher block or anything, but we have that butcher block kind of look with it. And then a lagoon table so we can kind of move it around. Jed will work up front a lot when he's like doing his work, so it's a nice place that we can kind of change where we need the table to be. Then underneath the cushion here we have a storage area, and we actually put USB ports and outlets and stuff under there, and this is essentially for us to be able to charge our camera gear and everything like that when we're traveling. A safe place for it to be and charge as we're going down the road. Down here in the very bottom, a little bit of cat storage and shoe storage. And then we do have an 18-year-old cat that we travel with. So when we were building the van, we had to think about her. Oh, and there she is. She comes on cue. And then this right here, we built in a litter box area for her so that she has her area to go to the bathroom. Yeah. You want to say hi to the camera? Want to say hi? Ooh.
So we did live previously in a 30-foot travel trailer, and the van is significantly smaller. So it's it's kind of a double-edged sword when it comes to tiny living. So obviously we had a lot more space in the 30-foot trailer, but we couldn't go as many places. And our travel trailer specifically, we could really only make do in RV parks. And we really wanted to start boondocking a lot more and get out there. So the negative of having a smaller space to live in is kind of mitigated by having, being able to go anywhere and enjoying the great outdoors instead of being inside all the time.
Not to mention we had some time to kind of work into it. We sold our home in North Carolina when we moved into our travel trailer, lived in that for several years, and then downgraded, well, not downgraded, I think this is an upgrade. Like, I guess it's your state of mind.
Downsize,
but we feel like this is like an upgrade in our lifestyle. So we had time to kind of work through transitioning from living in a house to kind of getting down to this small space, which we find is way better. We don't have anything that we don't need. So it just makes life pretty simple and convenient.
So this is probably the most controversial aspect of our van. So this is a wet bath with our Nature's Head composting toilet. And we also have a recirculating shower. So our recirculating shower, it runs off of 5 gallons. It runs through 6 different filters, including a 5, 10, and 20 micron filter, a spin down filter, and a UV light filter, and a pre-pump filter. And you can take an unlimited hot shower. So for privacy, we have our self-cleaning Nautilus door. Works really well. So our mat is a teak mat that we actually ordered online and cut it to fit our shower pan. So the water pretty much can drain down and not just sit in the shower pan.
So onto our bedroom area. So starting here, we have a little closet that we put in. At the top here, we are able to store some toiletries. At the bottom, we actually have a hanging area for some clothes. And then inside this closet, we also put some access panels so that we can access all of the fixtures for the shower and everything that are right here in behind this wall. Moving back, we have my storage on one side, Jed's storage on the other side for all of our clothes. This is actually a short queen size bed, so plenty of room back here. And this was really important to us when we were building the van, for us to have a nice big bed and a permanent bed. We didn't want to have to break the bed down every day, so we decided to go with the platform so that we could do that. And then right above me here, this is a pneumatic cooling air conditioner. We do have the cat, so we wanted to make sure that she was safe anytime that we were in some warmer weather, so we did put that in. And then as you come on back and get to the back here, we have these padded headboards that we made. So we actually just took a piece of plywood, we put some upholstery on it, or the upholstery filling, and then mounted them to the back. And the idea is that we can be in bed watching a movie back here or anything, and we can kind of just hang out and sit against the back doors. You can't really see it from this angle, but right here we have an iPad mounted back here, which is what we watch our TV on. We do have USB charging ports on either side of the bed so that we can charge our phones, our headphones, Apple Watches, and we also, these are little USB fans that we bought. Probably the best 20 bucks we spent in this van. These 2 little USB fans that we're able to run back here and kind of keep cool.
Welcome to the front part of the van. We have 2 swivel seats that we installed. Our van did not come from the factory with swivel seats, so we did install these. They turn around. We can comfortably fit 4 adults in the van to hang out. We added a headliner shelf here and also custom made a front so that we have a little storage compartment. If you notice these straps, Sandy actually got strips of leather and made us handles, so they're not hard. You're not going to catch yourself on them. They're nice and flexible, and plenty of room for overhead storage. So one of the biggest reasons why we went with the Mercedes Sprinter is because we found that as we went up in size with vans, the price point was pretty comparable across all the brands, and we picked Mercedes because it just felt easier to drive, and we felt it was the best handling van, so that's why we went with the Sprinter.
Probably one of the things that we are commonly asked about living in a van is, how is it to live with a cat? So we have...
It's great. It's the best. I'm
is.
just going to throw that out there. It's the best.
We have an 18-year-old cat. She's actually almost 19, and she has been with us the entire time we've been living in the van. We actually thought about her when we were building the van. We built her potty area. We built areas where we could stick her food, places where we can store stuff for her. So we really kind of considered her in it. The downside is, you know, especially if you're in warmer weather, the van can get hot and you have to always worry about their safety. We love traveling with her. She travels really well. If she wasn't 19, we'd probably try to stick a leash on her so she could go outside, but she won't have any of that.
If you're considering traveling with a cat, their safety, of course, is paramount. We can monitor temperature on the inside of the van on our phones. It can up the expense of the van for temp monitoring and, you know, air conditioner. You will come across a point in your travels where it's either A, going to be too hot, or B, too cold for, you know, the cat in the van. So
Yeah.
we've installed and planned accordingly.
Yeah, so I think our biggest tips for you if you want to travel with a cat is, one, when you have some type of way to monitor the temperature. So if you're not in the van, that you can make sure that we use something called a temp stick that sends us notifications if it gets above or below a certain temperature in the van. And then, you know, just
Clean that litter box.
clean. Yeah, you
It's
have
a small
to,
space.
It's a small space. Clean that litter box regularly.
So this is the garage in our van. It was really important to have a lot of storage space since we do full time. So this space actually extends all the way up to a front door that can be accessed from the interior. On the right side is our plumbing, our freshwater tank, our glycol for our hydronic heating system, which provides the hot water and the heat for the van, as well as shut-off valves and everything else that we need to do plumbing related. On this side is our electrical system. It has our 4 100 amp hour lithium-ion battle-borne batteries, our Victron controller. We have a battery to battery as well to help keep us charged as we're going down the road, and also our solar controller. We have 525 watts of new power solar on our roof. So back here we like to keep our some of the camera equipment that we don't use all the time. We have an extensive repair kit. So if we're someplace remote and something goes wrong, we can hopefully do a quick repair while on the road. We have an ALP propane generator just in case as a backup. With that comes, of course, our propane tank, and we have winter clothes, chairs, and our backpacks for hiking. We do have a little rock solar Nomad, so if we want to hike out somewhere and plug in our computers and work, or anything that requires electricity for that matter, we have a little portable generator here. So we've used this back door to kind of collect stickers. We like collecting stickers, and these are just some of the places we've been thus far. We like to use it as a reminder of the places that we've been with the van. So on the side here, we have a shore power input in case we're getting low. We like to boondock as much as possible, but there is the rare occasion that we like to pull into a campground, and since you're paying for a campground, might as well charge your batteries. We have a aluminum tire slash ladder combo. So we realized that there is a lot of room under the van that was being utilized by this tire. So we decided to buy this system and attach it in order to free up the space. And plus the tire is much easier to get to, and it's more readily accessible on the back of the van. With the tire no longer being there, we had room to put a custom fabricated metal plate that we could actually put our S-Bar D5E hydronic heating system on, which is nice and well protected by the pumpkin and the metal plate.
I think the biggest obstacle is that commitment. I mean, go out, find you that van, schoolie, tiny home, container, whatever you want to do.
Whatever you can find. I mean, we took 11 and a half months to build our van. We tried to put a lot of bells and whistles in it. We had the ability to do that because we basically sold everything that we owned throughout our previous lives to make this van. But if you want to get out on the road and you want to live this lifestyle and all you can afford is a small van that doesn't have anything else than maybe a bed and a small power station, do it. I mean, like, just start where you're at, whatever that is.
Yeah, build to your comfort level and your budget.
So we really appreciate you watching the tour of our van. We absolutely love it, and we hope that you've enjoyed it too. If you want to know more about us or follow us more, we do have a YouTube channel called Wonderful Revolution. That's wonderful with an A. And we are also on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, although not very well. And we also have a website, wonderfulrevolution.com. You can find us at any of those places. But we hope to see you out there on the road. And until next time,
Stay wonderful.